What's going on, guys? It's Jordy with Team Firespin, and I'm going to be showing you guys my Clownblade deck profile today. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. It is the main deck, the side deck, and the extra deck. So the side deck is not really like anything specific that you need to be playing. It's just kind of like my local meta, but yeah, nonetheless, I'll get into it. So starting off the monsters, we're going to be playing the Clownblade engine, or the Clown engine for that matter. It's going to be 2 Trick Clown, 3 Damage Juggler, and then the obvious 2 Hat Tricker. Just with this number of clowns, I feel like it's the best number, the best ratios. It gets all of your plays going really easily. Him being the best one in my opinion. Actually, Damage Juggler is probably the best one, but just being able to not take damage off of Damage Juggler, and then just doing stupid things with him and Thousand Blades. And Hat Tricker's just always there just to get the extra 4 on board. So just really, really good plays with these, and they're just kind of really dumb. As for kind of like support stuff, I play the 3 Gigabytes. It's basically there because you can search it off of King of the Feral Imps, and he kind of can also make a Dweller really, really big, as well as he can special summon himself when you have a Spellcaster on the board. So he's just really, really good. Next, we have the blade part of it. So this is another engine. The deck is basically just engines. So we got the 1,000 Blades and the 2 Assault Halberds. Halberd can search himself as well as 1,000 Blades. And then 1,000 Blades can just special summon himself when this guy special summons any of the clowns. Then you take that 1,000 damage, and then he'll special from grave. So if y'all didn't know what Clownblade was, that's basically Clownblade. But the fact that he can search for not only 1,000 Blades but himself, he's also a Cyber Dragon, and they're all level 4s, and 18 attack is nothing to mess with. Like, it's really good. And they're all Earths. That's actually kind of a big key part. That just makes them just kind of obligatory to not play. But I like this number of 2 and 1. It's a good number. So next we have the Triple Mathematician. Mathematician's in here solely to get things going. He's a good first turn normal summon to send something to grave to kind of help get everything moving. Plus he's a spellcaster, so you can special Gigabyte when he's face up on board. So say they were open field and you just normal him, and then you could play his effect to send, say, Trick Clown to grave or Damage Juggler to grave. It doesn't really matter at this point. And then you can then special Gigabyte if it was in your hand, or if Trick Clown did go to grave off of his effect, you special Trick Clown, and then special Gigabyte, and kind of go from there. But the fact that he is a spellcaster does definitely help. So he's kind of needed at 3 in the deck. To kind of combo along with the Mathematician, I play two tuners in the form of the 1 Jet Synchron and the 1 Glow Up Bulb. So Glow Up Bulb is really good because he's a level 1 Earth tuner. He kind of works with the deck in ways that the deck tries to get stuff to go to grave pretty quick, hence the Mathematicians. And then with that being said, with the whole like the fact that he gets things going and that he's a level 1 Earth tuner, you can combo him off with any one of the heroic challengers to kind of go into Naturia Beast, or if you had any other plays, you could potentially go into some of the other synchros that I play. So these two are really good, and then this is also really good because I don't play any other level 4s besides Naturia Beast, but if he's in grave, for any reason, if he's just in grave, if you foolished him, if you send him with Mathematician, and then like next turn, or even that same turn, like ditch Trick Clown to special him, and then Trick Clown would special, you could that could go into like Armades or something. But normally when you have that Armades type play, you're also gonna have another level 4 to be able to be put on board. If not, a summon of a Mathematician to dump him, then discard a Trick Clown from hand to special him. Trick Clown will special, then go into Trish. So he's really, really cool, actually. I really like this card in the deck. It's definitely a fun tech idea. As for some other normal summons, you have the 3 Mermelio. This is kind of obligatory right now, especially with the Clownblade engine. The fact that it is a level 4 Earth and can search through power traps is just kind of ridiculous. So you got to play it. Plus it's level 4, so it's really good. And for the last monsters, we play the 3 Maxis. So this is basically the new, in my opinion, the new version of Patrick Hoban, or 3 Upstarts, as you might know of. I don't know, he's kind of famous, sort of. So I like the 3 Maxis over anything else draw power wise. It doesn't really matter that it's a level 2 Earth. That doesn't really help, but the fact that this kind of combos off with some extra deck or some side deck cards in the form of Retaliating Sea kind of gets him to be a little bit better than Upstart, in my opinion. And it can make people stop playing the game if you drop it on them and they're like, oh, I don't want to commit. They'll just end their turn. So that's it for the monsters. I'm not really sure how much it is, but it's kind of a lot of monsters. As for spells, we have the 3 Insta-Fusion. It's kind of also a kind of a given spell that you're going to be playing in the deck. With Norden in the game and Clownblade being a thing and rank 4 decks being a thing, you kind of need to play this. You don't need to play 3, you can play 2, but I just enjoy playing 3. I feel that it's the quicker you can get to this card, the quicker you can just keep going. So I like it at 3. I like it a lot. As for the rest of the spells, we play the 2 Rotas, just to search you the heroic part of the deck. Assault Halberd is very good in like early game because you can play as Cyber Dragon effect to special him and start going off. So this is definitely good. You wouldn't really want to search Thousand Blades with this. I mean, you can just to thin the deck, but it's not really necessary. But it is still good nonetheless. And then the one-ofs is the Regeki and the Foolish. You kind of really need to play this in the deck. It gets things going. It's basically like a spell version of Mathematician. And then Regeki's just kind of obvious. You play Regeki and everything. Maybe not everything, but most things. So that's it for spells. There's not a lot of spells. And then for the traps, we play 2 Breakthrough. I like this card better than Valor right now, and Fiendish Chain for that matter. It just does more things for me, I feel. I enjoy it a lot. And then you play the... Obviously, you got to play the trap hole cards. So you play 2 Trap Hole Nightmare, 1 Void, and 1 Bottomless. This kind of also goes along with like the one-ofs of the other traps that I have, but I like 4 targets. I was actually playing 5. I was playing 2 Void Trap Holes, but it seemed like too much without the Dianase, so I cut this to 1 and put the second Void Trap Hole in the side deck. So it's not really needed at 2, but it is definitely an amazing card this format. But these are kind of a given. They're really good. People side deck these and everything. This really hurts a lot of decks right now. And then Bottomless is just also, like I said, kind of a given card. You're playing the Mermelios, you might as well play Bottomless. And then this is going to be even dumber when Rafflesia comes out, so I'm looking forward to that. And then the other one-of traps that Bottomless kind of goes along with would be the Torrential, the Warning, and the Vanity's Emptiness. So I like to call these the 4 Horsemen. They're kind of like a given in every deck right now. So that's kind of it for everything. That's it for the main deck. It's 40 cards. I had it at 41 for a while. That was with the second Void Trap Hole, but I decided to cut it down for space. So let's go to extra deck real quick, and then we'll go to the side. So you play the 1 Trapeze. Just to be able to, 1, you're playing Clown, so you kind of really need to play this, and he can push for game and stuff like that. He's really good. King of the Feral Imps, it gets you your Gigabytes. He gets everything going. Exciton, it's kind of obligatory, as well as Diamond Dyer, just shuffle stuff back. Dweller is really good against like BA, stuff like that. He's kind of a given, especially with Mermails becoming more popular. He's going to be really good. He's going to be really necessary, although he already is necessary. Just 1 Castel. I was playing 2 for a while, but I decided to cut it to 1 just for space reasons. And then you got like a sort of an engine. I wouldn't really call it an engine, but you kind of need to play all of these if you're going to be playing one of these. So the Delteros, you can make this like very easily. The 1 Ptolemaeus. With the Ptolemaeus, you play the 1 Diamond. You gotta play both of these, and then this is just you just play all 3. But Ptolemaeus is really good. Being able to make this against a lot of the matchups is pretty dumb. This is actually really good against Infernities, or Infernoids, the thing, like, if I'm playing against my friend Nick and he's playing Infernoids, like, I go into this and he loses. And then the 5 that you can go into with them, you can play anything. You can play Volcasaurus, you can play Durandal, but I like Pleiades. I've always liked Pleiades, so that's it for the Exceeds. And then for the Synchros, you play the 1 Trish. I play Omega. You don't have to play Omega. You can play like Scrap Dragon or Stardust Spark or Stardust. Doesn't really matter, but I like Omega. He just kind of, he hits things out of hand, and that's not something that you see normally, and it actually helps a lot. And then the Naturia Beast, like I was saying, you kind of really need to play all 3 of these. Well, this could be any 8, but yeah. So that's it for the Synchros. And then for the 2 Fusions, it's the 2 Nordens. That's kind of a given. So that's it for the extra deck. And finally, the side deck. It's going to be the 3 Retaliating Seas. To kind of combo with this, I also play 2 Flying Sea. This goes in basically every matchup that's relevant. Maybe not necessarily every matchup, but I put it in against Shaddolls. I put it in against Infernoids, Necros. And then this is really good against like Burning Abyss and stuff, Tellers, anything like that. So I definitely want to play all the C cards I can. The 3 MSTs, because I don't play them in the main. Nothing like Floodgate wise really hurts me. Like Vanity's Emptiness, stuff like that. But yeah, nothing really Floodgate wise, I would say. So this is not necessarily needed, but it's still good to have and definitely helps. I could see like Necro Valley sort of hurting me, but not really. The 2 Defusion, it only goes in against Shaddolls. I mean, you could put it in against like Gladiator Beasts if you play it, but it's still really good. Shaddolls kind of a hard matchup for me, so I side kind of, not heavily for it, but more so than others. 2 Imperial Iron Walls, you gotta play this format in the side. It hurts Cosmo, it hurts Infernoid, it hurts Ritual Beasts, it hurts Necros. It pretty much hurts everything relevant except for like Shaddolls and BA and I guess Klee. But yeah, you gotta play it. And then you play 2. I play 2 Mind Drain. This is actually really good, not only against like Necros, but it's really good against Psyframe, and that's kind of one of my harder matchups. One of my team members, Calvin, he actually plays Psyframe, and I have a hard matchup against that deck, so I put these in like solely for Psyframe. But you can put them in against Necros. That's also another deck you can put them in against, so it's really good. It's been doing like a lot of work. And the final card is the Void Trap Hole. Just I put this in for Bottomless when I side these in. So it's just 2 Void Trap Holes, 2 Trap Trick Trap Hole Nightmares, and then those, of course, because you can't Bottomless with this up. So that's my idea. That's my thought process. But I also put it in just if I feel like I need a 5th target, or just if I think it's going to come in handy. So that's basically it for the Clownblade deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys liked the video, please give it a like. It really encourages all of us on the team to make more videos. And yeah, other than that, I'll talk to you guys in the next time whenever I make another video. If you guys want to see any update decks, update versions of this deck, I have some ideas I want to play with, then please leave it in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys in another video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later. Peace.